A lot of people think a better ambient drone is just a longer note with more reverb on it. And that can work for a moment, but it usually falls apart pretty quickly. The drone becomes flat, it sits there, fills up space, and doesn't really create a world. The real challenge with drones is not making something big, it's making something that feels alive without becoming distracting. A great drone has a center of gravity. It has tone, movement, depth, emotional weight, and enough restraint that the listener can actually enter the sound instead of being pushed around by it. So in this video, I want to break down 4 ways to build better ambient drones. We're going to talk about the foundation, the harmonic color, the movement inside of the sound, and the space around it. Because once you understand those pieces, drones stop becoming background filler and start becoming the emotional architecture of the entire track. Anyway, thanks for being here, and let's go ahead and dive straight into it. This video is brought to you by my new app, Ambient Music Production for Beginners, now available on Studio. I created this app for producers who feel inspired by ambient music but want a clearer path for turning ideas into finished tracks. Inside, I'll guide you through sound design, textures, layering, arrangement, workflow, creative direction, and the deeper process of developing your own sound. The goal is to give you more than random tips or scattered tutorials. This is a structured, creative path designed to help you build confidence, make better musical decisions, and grow into a more confident ambient artist. If you want to go deeper beyond these videos and get personalized coaching and exclusive content you won't find anywhere else, you can sign up through the link in the description. What is going on, guys? Chris here from Signs of Life, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to get better ambient drones. You know, this is one of my favorite topics that we've touched upon over the years. And yeah, I think it's a really beneficial topic, especially if you're just starting out creating ambient music, or if you just want to pick up a couple tricks along the way. That's what I'm here for. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so what we're going to do is I thought we would start with the brand new update to Texture Loom. This was just released. I'm super excited about this. As you can see, we've expanded a little bit. We are now full size here, no longer the skinny sort of thin plugin from before. You can see there's now dual filters, and these can be set in serial or parallel. That's really nice. I've also got the sample engines up here, and what's cool about the sample engines is they can now stop and start with the DAW. You see this, I'm hitting the space bar in Ableton, and now we're restarting. So that's good. They can still be put in drone mode. Just go ahead and manually hit the start and stop. They've got crossfaders on here. And of course, they can be modulated in semi and rate mode. They can be put in reverse. But what's cool is I added the ability to modulate the pitch. So when you put it in semi mode, you can see that this shows up as pitch here. And you can choose one of the LFOs to modulate that pitch. But not only that, I added the ability in the LFO section over here to pitch lock the modulation to scale. So the LFO here is moving in a random shape. You can see that. The depth is all the way up. It's in sync mode. Now you can sync up your LFOs if you like, you know, even time divisions. We're at a rate of 1/4 here, and you can see it's in random mode, and it's modulating the pitch of this sample oscillator. You can hear it kind of moving up and down. I'll go ahead and open up the cutoff so you can hear it even more. Oh yeah. You can now modulate or even adjust the start and stop positions or the end positions of the samples now, sort of for nice, tight, you know, crossfading, all kinds of stuff, right? Of course, the blend section here works just as it did before. However, I've added the ability to specify which LFO you want to use. We'll use LFO-B here. A nice sine wave for some crossfading. Better visual here, I thought. And yeah, the big news on the left here is we now have presets. Love that. And I've also added the ability to bundle your samples up with your presets, and then you can actually create your own banks. So each one of them has its own, you know, custom extension. We're talking about TL preset, that stands for Texture Loom preset. And then when you make a bank, it bundles all the samples up that you used in that folder, and it calls it a Texture Loom bank file. So you guys can, like, you know, make your own Texture Loom banks, share them with your friends. I don't know. Do whatever you want with them. Be responsible, because of course you're, you know, if you're using samples that are already created by somebody else, you're dealing with copyright, but the option is there and it's available to you now, making Texture Loom not just a plugin, but an entire new platform. All right, so that's Texture Loom. Now, as you can hear, we're kind of just, you know, hanging out, letting Texture Loom drone. But I just wanted to show you one more thing about Texture Loom 1.1 is that I've added MIDI mode. What does that even mean? MIDI mode allows you to play Texture Loom with a MIDI keyboard. All right, so you can see up here, we have a MIDI button on top, and you can set it to mono mode, which means that everything is going to restart. Both sample oscillators are going to restart every time you press a new key. Or I added duophonic mode, which means that each of the sample A or B oscillators, we'll call them oscillators in this case, are going to change and alternate depending on what key. So you can see I'm going to play a higher G sharp here. Starting to play some new notes here. So you can see Texture Loom is responding to the notes that I'm playing, the input. So it's like its own instrument platform now, really and truly. I'm so excited about this. It's still free, pay what you want. Check it out, link is down below in the description. So let's talk about this in the context of better ambient drones, all right? So you can see I've got a chart here. Let's talk about this chart. How to make better ambient drones. 4 foundations for deeper, more immersive ambient sound. All right, so number 1, start with a strong tonal center. Choose the note or interval the track revolves around. In our case, we're going with C minor. The drone should feel like the emotional gravity point and the floor of the entire world you're building. And that's where Texture Loom comes in really strong here, because you can hear and see that it's just playing. Like, I'm just, you know, all hands off, and you can see when I stop and start it, it stops and starts. But if you add in that, you know, random modulation coming from C minor over here in the LFO, that's really compelling, because one oscillator isn't modulated, the other one is, and you kind of feel like things are shifting, right? So that's the strong tonal center that I'm talking about, okay? So let's rename this. This is our Texture Loom drone. That's cool, all right? Let's put that through the pad bus here. Let's play at 84 beats per minute. We're playing in C minor. Okay, now let's add a nice strong bass here to kind of reinforce the whole, you know, drone thing. I think good ambient drones do need a good bass sound. So I'm gonna reach for Serum 2 in this case. Let's add a preset from Ancient Technology 4. Let's go with Space Drone, of course. Let's go with Space Drone. Now, Space Drone is from Ancient Technology 4, and it does have a longer than usual envelope here on the attack and decay. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a nice low C here. Let's hear what this sounds like in contrast to our already cool Texture Loom drone here. Oh yeah. That is very nice. So you can immediately feel the gravity that just got introduced with this space drone, right? Oh my God. Let's listen to that. Let's just solo it. You hear that? Got some pitch modulation here on the noise oscillator. Let's lower down the cutoff here. Make it even deeper. Oh, that's incredible. Oh yeah. So that's really nice, right? Let's also put this in here, and then we're gonna look up on the span how we're doing with the frequency response. That's always important. You guys who are veterans of the Signs of Life channel know that I always love a good bass in my ambient. Always, always. Gotta have the bass. Oh yes. So you can see here, we're kind of like creeping into pad territory here, but because we're making drones, I do want to make it clear that, you know, ambient drones aren't just for, you know, like super dark, ambient. Like you can have all kinds of different responses here, right? You can see we are phasing on the correlation meter. I think that's caused by the unison here in the space drone. Let's go ahead and address that right now. So we'll lower down the detune here. We'll come into the unison. Maybe lower down the width a little bit. Some of these. We'll go to the effects. Make sure it's all nice and copacetic here on the sides. That should be good. Oh yeah. Add some reverb to taste. This is really nice. So you can hear now, we've got a nice solid tonal center, okay? We've chosen our note. The track is now revolving around that tonal center. And, you know, it should feel like the gravity point or the floor of the entire world you're building, all right? So, that's point number one. Point number two, build harmonic weight, not just size. Create richness through octaves, fifths, subtle detuning, filtered noise, bowed textures, or layered resampling instead of just stacking more pads. So there was a lot in that one point here, all right? So I'm saying through octaves, fifths, subtle detuning, filtered noise, you know, bowed textures, these are all great ways that you can pull out some more character and timbre out of the sounds you want to create, right? It's not just about, you know, adding all the pads from chromatic or whatever in one line. Sometimes it's just about those subtle textures, right? So for example, let's go ahead and take Texture Loom here, this initial drone here, and let's put a little plugin here called Spectral Resonator. This is from Ableton, okay? And you can hear we're kind of off frequency here, but let's go ahead and lock it into scale. Put it in granular mode, turn down the dry wet, okay? And we'll go ahead and let's shift it up by 24. Oh yeah. There we go, we'll quantize the output here. I'll go ahead and get out of the way so you guys can see this. Oh yeah, add some more decay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that is so good. You know, Airglow, my plugin, is partly inspired by this. I love this effect. It's so good. It's so good. Yes, and now add that bass back. So this is just spraying all those beautiful grains everywhere, right? We could even put it in scale mode. I don't think it'll matter because we're already shifted here. Let's add some more decay. Oh, that's gorgeous. Let's increase the pitch mod here. Increase the dampening here. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow. I love it. I love it with a nice long decay. That's quite nice. Oh, that's so good. You can even put a reverb after that. Why not? Let's do that. We'll take Valhalla Future Verb, of course. And let's get a preset here from the Remote Vision Future Scan. How about the Deckard's Kitchen? Oh yeah. Switch the color to bright. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow. Fantastic. Change the mode to space here. Oh, so now we're really getting that space effect. Oh, I love it. Nice. Okay, let's rename this as our space drone. And you can hear now we're really moving in space here. But one thing you can do is if it was too much for you, okay? Like it was too much all the time. One thing I like to do is I like to modulate my effects with like an LFO or something. One day I really want to make a modulation device. I think that'd be cool. Let's go ahead and do this right now. Let's take a LFO here and just modulate the dry wet here very slowly, like in the 100th place. There we go. So you can see here now we're modulating the dry wet by a certain amount. Let's offset it a little bit. There we go. So now we're going to get some nice slow modulation. We'll put it in glider mode. Oh yeah, that's nice. So you can hear what that did. It just kind of brings in the spectral resonator. And again, that's before the Valhalla future verb here. Just kind of hammering home the whole drone thing. Oh, I love it. That's fantastic. It's about to go up again. There it goes. It's in glider mode. There we are. Oh yeah. Very nice, very nice. And we're just getting started here on Signs of Life. All right, now let's go back to our PowerPoint here. So I kind of showed you, a couple of those. The octaves, the fifths, that's what the spectral resonator was covering, We could also do the whole, resonators thing. I've got a great idea for that. I'll save it for the next part here. So let's go ahead now and add a little bit more texture to this drone. I think we need an instance of pigments here. So we've got our spectral resonator, our deep space. Oh my God, this is just incredible. Sound banks, let's go to chromatic 5 here. We'll pick a soundscape. Let's go with retrograde motion. Ah, how appropriate. Let's go ahead now and just play a nice C note here. I'll solo it so you guys can hear it. Oh yeah. One thing I like to do is I like to do inversions, okay? If you've never heard of the concept of inversions, it means that instead of using the bass note, I might want to start with something like, a fifth or a sixth, right? And then put the bass note a little higher. And then maybe the third, or the minor third, somewhere in between. So basically, instead of starting with the root note, I'll hopefully put a graphic up here. Instead of starting with the root note, you can start with another note in the scale, and then go to the drop third, in this case C minor, that's E flat / D sharp, and then putting the root note on the top, and then adding another note after that, like the fourth. Oh yeah. So I'm spread out over 2.5 octaves here, and we're just kind of droning in pigments. This is the retrograde motion. Good God, that sounds good. Oh my goodness. Wow. So let's go ahead now and fade this in. Oh my gosh. So yeah, inversions are the real deal. I'm telling you, sometimes our natural reaction as human beings is just to kind of, do what we have always done because it works. But if you sort of reverse engineer a chord, like a chord can still be a chord even if it's upside down and backwards. And that's the whole concept of inversions. You guys can see literally what I was playing. Like, it's just like the root note down here is not C, it's A flat number 2, okay? The root note is up here all the way, and then we have a E flat 3 or D sharp, as I like to call it. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow. And then I'm playing a high F over here. So again, going back to the PowerPoint, right? Build harmonic weight, not just size. Okay? Creating richness through the octaves, fifths. All right? Instead of stacking more pads, sometimes you just need one. All right? Love it. All right, that's point number 2. Moving on to point number 3. Create slow internal movement. Use gentle filter shifts, pitch drift, granular motion, reverse textures, and long-form modulation, so the drone feels alive without becoming busy. Now, this is something that you can do in any DAW. I just want to make that clear. You don't have to do stuff like I do it in Ableton just to get, slow filter shifts. Most synthesizers can do this. So if you start with a good sound source, or you start with a good field recording, or you start with the right mindset, then everything can have slow internal movement, okay? Ambient is in slow time, remember that. I meet so many people who are like, I've tried to adapt my, Sybient / chill / house music / techno to ambient, and I get caught up in, you guys are just moving like slow motion. That's the point. You're trying to suspend time. Ambient is time made real. You're suspending time as like an illusion, and then placing the listener in that bubble where they lose track of time. Weightlessness becomes a real thing, okay? That's what you're trying to do, especially with the drone. So you can the listener can clock out of that linear thinking mode and move more into the right brain where anything is possible. That was sort of an aside, but you guys get the point, all right? This is gorgeous. All right, let's go ahead and look at our span here before we go ahead and attack point number 3. We've got lots of high end here, lots of high end. You can see, we are way up there. But I'm just loving the motion here. It's all coming from this. I just love that. Let's go ahead and modulate the offset. All that high end is so gorgeous, but I think it needs to be intentional, right? Really intentional. That's much better. So now that high end is going to come back again. We've got it fully under control now. I like that. I like that. It's good. That's a drone. That's a drone, all right. All right. So let's now tackle point number 3. Like I said, creating slow internal movement. Okay. So we can go back to our LFO here, slow it down even more. Okay. That's our first target. Our second target could be on the space drone here. Let's go ahead and use this very subtly. We're going to find out where this is coming from and use this very subtly. So we'll go to the mod matrix and we'll look for whatever is controlling the sub-level here. That's macro 3, very good. Ah yes, the noise level, macro 1, very good. We'll lower down our deep space and just make sure that this macro here, okay, wherever that's going, is under control. And maybe we'll put a long, slow LFO. Let's take a nice, long, slow, put it in monophonic, 16 bars, and tie it to the level here. Okay. We can also do the same with the cutoff filter. LFO 1 here can be slowed down to 8 bars. Oh yeah. Let's go back to the mod matrix. Adjust our level here at the sub-level. Oh yeah. So that almost becomes like subconscious, right? This whole modulated octave range. You can see I'm modulating the pitch here with another LFO that's moving back and forth. Let's go ahead and slow that down. Oh yeah. Yeah. You know, if I was really getting tricky, I might be like, okay, let's use another LFO on the rate here. Like, why not? Let's do that. Let's use this. Let's use another random LFO. We'll put a free running, smooth it all out, sample and hold, monophonic, and let's use that on the rate of LFO 3 here. And we'll slow this down. Yes. So now LFO 3 is going to move based on a random LFO motion. We'll slow this down. So you can see here our LFO is changing speeds based on the position of this random sample and hold LFO on LFO 7. So this is something that we do in modular all the time. Like, it's just like second nature, like slow internal modulation. Duh, right? It's not just about the oscillators. Sometimes it's about the modulators themselves and the envelopes. As they say in the modular world, you can never have enough VCAs, which make great modulation devices, by the way. All right. I think we kind of nailed home point number 3. I mean, that was a really good sort of example of that. Slow internal movement, using LFOs to control the rate of other LFOs, right? We slowed down that whole blooming high-end flower effect. This is absolutely fantastic. My goodness. All right, moving on to point number 4, give the drone a place to live. Shape depth with EQ, reverb, stereo width, and level so the drone feels close, distant, submerged, or massive within the track, okay? So this is why I always use a span, always, 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 on every single track to see where my frequencies are, okay? I always look at this. Now, what does this even mean? Maybe you're looking at it for the first time going, Chris, I don't understand what this means. These are every single combined output of all the tracks that we have. We have 4 tracks in this drone here. Actually, only 3. And I can tell right away that I kind of want to turn on my bass a little bit. I kind of want to, you know, maybe think about, all right, well, maybe there needs to be some more bass, you know? Because this span is telling me that that drone is peaking here, right about right here, and it probably needs a stronger foundation. So what I might do is take another bass sound just to kind of reinforce that first bass. Let's use Vital, and we'll make something on our own. All right, simple bass sound. Lower down an octave, maybe turn on the filter, make it super low. Let's go ahead and play this. It's gonna be just instantly recognizable. Oh yeah. Just a nice low tone here. Yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Add some unison. Maybe go to the advanced tab, lower down the stereo unison. Okay. You can see the beautiful bass we got on our oscilloscope here. Maybe we'll do 2 voices. And we'll put that through filter 1. Go to the factory library, basic shapes. Good old square saw combo. And we'll use a synced LFO here. Tie it to the, oh yeah, for some subtle motion here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and copy this over. See, when it leaves, you just can't. It's like, oh my God, where'd it go? There. Right there. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yes. Boom. So now you see there's more weight on that low end, right? You can see it now. It's no longer peaking at 100 like it was before. We've got a deeper octave here, around 50. That's what we want. Oh yeah. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and rename this real quick. This is our inverted paths, soundscape, retrograde motion. This is our sub bass. Oh yeah. Very nice. And finally, for our final touch here, we're gonna give it a place to live, okay? We're gonna add one subtle thing that's really gonna just tie this whole thing together, all right? I do not recommend putting reverb on your master track. I don't recommend it. I recommend using send effects, okay? Why is this? Well, first of all, the math is different. I've done many videos on this in the past. Second of all, you want full control over how much dry signal you're getting versus how much wet signal. So for example, with this bass, I might just want just a little bit of reverb on that bass. And I can do that without sacrificing the, actual like dry sound. Just add a little bit of vibe to it, right? Same with my space drone. I've got a little bit of bass on there, yeah? And of course, this reverb is coming from my FabFilter Pro R2. Gotta love that. 23.7 seconds of decay with a little bit of percentage there at 237%. Standard issue. All right, let's go ahead and add that little bit of sauce I was talking about, all right? I will go into draw mode here, put it into scale mode, lock in Signs of Life. It is time to go to outer space. So I'm just gonna draw in some notes here for those of you who are unfamiliar with the process of making ambient music. I mean, this is something I've been doing for years. So I kind of know my way around the block, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm not afraid to say it. Like, if you're that competent at something, like no worries. Like it's cool. We can all be adults here. All right, so let's go ahead and lower the sustain down, and we'll make a second envelope, lower the sustain as well, make it half as long, tie it to the filter. By the way, this is Serum 2, and I will make a 24 low pass filter here and use envelope 2 to move the cutoff. This is important because that little snapping of the envelope doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be as long as your actual envelope, okay? And we'll just use a simple LFO, free running, monophonic, and put it into 8/1 and tie it to the cutoff. You guys have seen me do this 1,000 times. It should be no surprise, the moves that I'm making to those of you who watch the channel regularly, all right? So adding a multi-band compressor here is always a good idea, I like it. I think it's a good move. Of course, you want to match your attack and release times to your sort of envelope. That's my golden rule. And let's put another wavetable in here. We'll go into the user folder. We'll go into the Ancient Technology 4 wavetables. Let's go to table number 10. And we'll move the wavetable position with this envelope as well. All right, we're in business. I'm good with that. If you guys are good with that, let's go ahead and light this up. I'm going to just use the sequence that I made, and hopefully that long LFO that we have here will carry our drone so it kind of fades in and fades out. That's my goal here. That's what I'm looking for. Just a nice fade in and fade out of this sequence. Let's hear how we did. With that little touch there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Right there. That's it. That's it. You guys can do this. And look, it's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Oh my goodness. And we just drew these notes in by hand. We just drew them in by hand. Oh my God, I had one more track. Let's add one more track, Signs. No, yes, yes. Let's do it. What I'm gonna do is do a couple simple notes here. I'm just getting inspired. This is totally on the fly. If anything goes wrong, it's not my fault. Let's go to just adding a couple simple notes here. Maybe these can be inspired. Maybe these can just be a sine wave. Let's use a simple sine wave here. This is the bonus round. This is totally unscripted, unplanned. Let's go ahead and put Serum 2 down on our track. We'll leave it on a sine wave. Of course, we just gotta go with the sine. Switch the wavetables into sine. We can just lower the sustain, add some long decay here on this sine, and add some release here. And let's just put a ton of reverb on it and see how we did here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just a simple sign to like really set the whole thing off. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're blasting off now. Oh, it's on. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you guys can see where we are now. I mean, this is really, wow. Oh my goodness. Yes. Let's double the length of this. Add a couple more notes. Maybe make it so it doesn't repeat twice. Add a bar here. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Final look at the PowerPoint here. I mean, we did it all. We started with that strong tonal center. We built that harmonic weight. We created that slow internal movement. And then finally, we gave this whole thing a place to live. And that, my friends, is how to make better ambient drones. These are 4 foundations that you can use again and again. Go ahead and screenshot this if you want. I mean, here we are, 2026. It is time to get busy. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Like I said, Loom version 1.1 is available right now. You guys can go ahead and download this. I'm super excited about it. There's tons of other plugins there that I've already made. I'm just like, I'm lit up now, guys. This is it. It is on. I'm super excited about the future of this platform. I'm excited for you guys because there's never been a better time to produce ambient music than right now. If you need my help with that, please feel free. Check out my links down below in the description. I have a wonderful Patreon program. I've got my app that just came out, Ambient Music Production for Beginners on studio.com. You guys saw the intro. I mean, this is the real deal. I put everything I could into this app, and now, it knows what I know. And if you want a coach, then there you go. You can have a coach right in your pocket. It's amazing. Check it out. Link is down below. And yeah, if this is where we end our session today, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate your time, energy, and presence on this platform. And I will be back again soon with more videos just like this one. All right, so in the meantime, take good care. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys down there. And as always, keep your heads in the clouds and your feet planted firmly on the ground. I am Chris from Signs of Life. And I'll see you guys in the next video.